Israeli forces have launched a new wave of airstrikes on Gaza. There have been several attacks overnight targeting Palestinians in both the northern and southern parts of the Strip. And another infant has died in Gaza as a result of harsh winter conditions. Mahmoud Al-Aqraa was just a few days old. Local authorities are warning about an imminent humanitarian crisis after storms destroyed makeshift shelters. Children are often the most vulnerable, and aid groups say Israel is defying calls to allow supplies like tents to enter the territory. Well, let's speak to Tareq Azzoum, who joins us live from Gaza City. Well, talk us through the latest attacks here, Tareq, first of all, and military actions in Gaza's eastern communities. Given it just seems that it's another day and another breach of the ceasefire.
Yeah, it's been a very dizzying period of escalation. It started to sound as we can hear right now, the sound of Israeli drones hovering overhead in central Gaza City and also in the eastern communities as well, where the Israeli forces continue waging attacks beyond and along the agreed yellow line, which was supposed to mark the ceasefire's front lines. We can see that civilians living in these areas face near daily shelling, gunfire and airstrikes. But what's so remarkable to document earlier this morning is that there is a huge surge in terms of the demolition operations in multiple areas, as these different reports and satellite imagery show a wider scale flattening of buildings in Rafah, which has been under the Israeli military control for more than now 2 years, in Khan Yunis in the eastern parts of it, and in Jabalia refugee camp, where we saw earlier this morning huge plumes of smoke coming from the destroyed areas. Now, these activities are basically designed to expand the areas that are under the Israeli military control to possibly used as a political leverage in any further negotiations for the second phase of the ceasefire agreement, given the fact that Israel now is controlling over 50% of Gaza's territory. And what has been so massive is that Israel is confirming that such activities have been viewed as defensive, but what we are documenting are demolitions and strikes on already evacuated civilian spaces, which significantly raises questions about whether this is security enforcement or a territorial reshaping under the cover of a ceasefire, which has triggered a sense of frustration among Gaza's civilians, who have been saying that there are hundreds of people have been killed beyond the yellow line and in areas that have been designated to be safe for them, and they are still quite skeptical about the potential of the coming days, whether Israel will continue to commit to the terms of the agreement or there will be further rounds of escalations and offensive attacks under the pretext of security that will definitely leave no one with the full sense of respite or even safety, as Israel is still shaping and also dictating the dynamics of the ceasefire agreement.
Thank you so much, Tareq Azzoum, there joining us there from Gaza City.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.